Coming out as a lesbian can be a daunting and emotional experience. It's a journey that is unique to each individual, and there's no one right way to do it. However, there are some steps and tips that can make the process easier and more positive. In this article, we'll explore how to come out as a lesbian in a way that is true to yourself, respectful of others, and empowering for your own self-discovery. 1. Understand your own identity. Before you can come out to others, it's essential to have a clear understanding of your own identity. This means taking the time to reflect on your feelings, experiences, and attractions. Ask yourself questions like, when did I first realize I might be attracted to women? Have I had any romantic or sexual experiences with women? How do I feel about my identity as a lesbian? Are there any cultural, religious, or societal factors that are influencing my identity? It's also important to remember that your identity is fluid and can change over time. Be open to exploring your feelings and allowing yourself to grow and evolve. 2. Choose your coming out method. There's no one right way to come out, and what works for one person may not work for another. Here are some options to consider. In person, this can be the most intimate and personal way to come out, as it allows for immediate feedback and support. Choose a private setting where you feel comfortable and safe. Over the phone or video call, this can be a good option if you want to come out to someone who lives far away or if you're not ready for an in-person conversation. Make sure you have a quiet and private space where you won't be interrupted. In writing, this can be a good option if you're not ready for a face-to-face conversation or if you want to give the other person time to process your news. You might consider writing a letter or sending an email. Publicly, this can be a powerful way to make a statement and show pride in your identity. Consider attending a pride parade or coming out on social media. 3. Prepare for potential reactions. Coming out can be met with a range of reactions, from acceptance and support to confusion and rejection. It's important to prepare yourself for potential reactions and remember that everyone's response is valid, even if it's not what you expected. Here are some tips for handling different reactions. Acceptance. If the person accepts your identity, express your gratitude and let them know how much their support means to you. Confusion. If the person seems confused or unsure about your identity, take the time to explain how you're feeling and what being a lesbian means to you. Be patient and understanding as they process this information. Rejection. If the person rejects your identity, try not to take it personally. Remember that their reaction says more about them than it does about you. You might consider seeking support from other members of the lesbian community or from a therapist or counselor. 4. Take care of yourself. Coming out can be an emotionally intense experience, so it's important to take care of yourself during this time. Here are some tips for self-care. Practice self-compassion. Be kind and gentle with yourself as you navigate this process. Remember that coming out is a journey, not a destination, and that everyone's timeline is different. Seek support. Connect with other members of the lesbian community or with a therapist or counselor who can provide guidance and support as you navigate this process. Remember that you don't have to go through this alone. Practice self-care activities. Take care of your physical and emotional needs by engaging in activities that bring you joy and relaxation, such as yoga, meditation, or spending time in nature. Set boundaries. If someone's reaction makes you feel uncomfortable or unsafe, set boundaries around what information you share with them and how much contact you have with them moving forward. Remember that your safety and well-being are paramount above all else. 5. Embrace your identity with pride. Coming out as a lesbian is an empowering act of self-discovery that allows us to embrace our true selves with pride. Here are some tips for celebrating your identity. Connect with other members of the lesbian community. Surround yourself with people who share your experiences and understand what it means to be a lesbian in today's society. Attend events like pride parades or meetups through social media groups or apps like Her or Leslie for dating. Educate yourself about lesbian history. Learn about the struggles and triumphs of previous generations of lesbians who paved the way for us today through books like The Lesbian History Timeline, by Laura Merrick, or documentaries like The Celluloid Closet, by Rob Epstein and Jeffrey Friedman, 1995. Practice self-love. Take time each day to appreciate all that makes you unique as an individual, including your sexuality, and celebrate it. This could mean anything from taking care of yourself physically, eating healthy foods and exercising, and mentally meditating and practicing gratitude, to indulging in hobbies that make you happy, reading books and watching movies. Conclusion: coming out as a lesbian is a deeply personal journey that requires courage, compassion, and self-care along the way. By understanding our own identities, choosing our coming out methods wisely, preparing for potential reactions, taking care of ourselves, and embracing our identities with pride, we can navigate this process with confidence and resilience. Remember that everyone's timeline is different, and what works for one person may not work for another, so trust your instincts and listen closely to what feels right for you.